And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Aldrich Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set up, 15, Ronnie, 15 line. He's crouching. Get it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some room to maneuver. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Eason. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Set 90, Wolf. Rip right. Shoot.
To throw from his end zone, Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, Pryor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Get it.
On 1st down, Jones throwing right, and that's complete. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Topper! Fire!
Jones now on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on 1st down. Eason looking for Campbell. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
There! X3, 218, chop! Bravo!
2nd and 5. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Hey, me and you, hey, exit. I'm coming after you. Mike 28. Hustle,
From the gun, Eason. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Jones. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 25, check 25, check 37, check 37. Hey, watch it. Hey,
2nd and 13. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
On the double. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Single.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
8-3. Single. Watch it.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Pryor has it complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. 15 line. Smoke.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Foxtrot. 57 to Mike.
Now Jones. Off play action. Catch made by Slayton. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Blue draw forfeit. Watch the shot. Get it.
On 2nd down, Pryor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check one. Go.
This is Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Eason got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go. Alert three.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to... The 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, Delta. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones, it's Hill, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Buccaneers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
San Francisco.
Ready. We got 25. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Score.
Looking to throw. Eason. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He's checking.
From the gun, Eason. He'll rifle this one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Lights 57, run. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Jones now on 3rd down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He juked him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Looking to throw on second down. Eason got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
I'm here all day. Check. 53's mine. Check.
On 2nd and 7, Jones got a man open. It's Ross. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Danny. Go.
On first down, Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
10 logo. Here we go.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Leo.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 68 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they open the lead up now to 25.
49ers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Paris Campbell, 74 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook. One play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw on second down, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it'll be third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
And let's get this.
Down the shell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go. 60 or 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 13. Check 13. X3. 218. Chopper. Bravo. Snap.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Set up. 10-2 soft. Check in. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's crashing. He's checking crap.
Operating from the gun. Eason. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They run with Breida. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Eason. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Snap.
Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Ready, ready. 53, check 53. Here we go, D.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jones. Operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back to throw. Jones. Going right side. He finds Slayton. 13 yards. Good for a Giant first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Jones off the play fake. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, you got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
49ers 17. Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
Now a give to Breida. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that won't buy them much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I got you. I got you. Hey, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on third down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Right.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Ready. 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Hey, Sam on. Ready?
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Ready?
On first down, Pryor. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Go now. 10 Lobo. Hey, lock it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Hey, Alpha. Safety's creeping. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Eason. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, 49 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 8, read. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Set, go.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.